make it look good. Hey, everybody. Okay, so like I said, as I was explaining to Jessica and Jen just a few moments ago, I was looking to do kind of cover some of the releases with MegaCamp. Was expecting a few more items to be released, but haven't. He can talk, it's all right. However, you're on mute, remember? However, some things weren't released. So I do want to go over the two main things that were released, and also answer any questions you may have on how that can relate to if you're looking to do the 80-20. The biggest release, or the biggest thing I can say, I'm going to share my screen here. Give me a second. Share that. I'm just going to share this application. And I'm just going to log into my demo for Command. There she goes again. She's putting another sweater on. You see it, Jessica. You're my witness. We all saw it. She just took off. She's like, all right, he's sharing screen. I can take off now.
I shut my door to the office.
Okay, well, like I said, this is for all of us. I like to keep it lighthearted. I like to keep it light. I don't want anyone freaking out and being afraid to ask questions or anything of that nature. So if you do have questions, let me know. We're going to go over here to Smart Plans. If anytime you're in Command and someone's telling you to go to an applet and you're going, I can't remember which one it is, simply go up here and expands the names of the applets. So I want to go to Smart Plans. Of course, now the support's going to get on my something I was doing with them. Now under Smart Plans, you're going to have your Smart Plans, if we'll say the ones you've created or ones that you've added to your library. So the My Smart Plans are either ones that you have created or ones that you've come over to the library and added to your Smart Plans. The biggest release or change has been this. Under the library, we began with 8 Smart Plans that Keller Williams had provided for us. Is either of you using Smart Plans in any way, shape, or form?
I'm not using them yet. No.
And when I do go over Smart Plans, when I generally cover Smart Plans, the one thing I highly suggest to all agents, whether they're seasoned or new agents, is actually go through and view the steps and make sure you're familiar with what it's doing, because sometimes people will put a contact in a Smart Plan and then they're confused as to why something happened, only to find out it was due to something in a Smart Plan they added. So, and I'm going to go to one here just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm referring to. For example, long-term nurture. So if you view the steps, it tells you the steps here. It says add to Smart Plan. The link, it's the monthly neighborhood nurture. That's the Smart Plan that you're going to be linking them to. Then it says wait 10 days, make a call. Wait 10 days, you do a touch. You know, whether it's drop by, something of that nature. You wait 10 days and then you send them, you know that, an SMS message. If you're using Twilio, it will send the message for you, or it will create a task for you to send the message. And then it repeats this 5 times. So you've got all these different, for example, the thing that most people get thrown off is, right here, they go, I didn't know about this message. Because if you look, there are several messages that can be sent. So, you know, they're similar in their message. Their wording's the only thing different. It's kind of like, hey, I know you may not be looking to buy now. However, this is I'm just reaching out to you kind of thing. I want to get you prepared for that time when you are ready to either buy or sell. And they're like, I didn't send this out. I don't know where this came from. Are they part of a smart plan? Yes. Is that step one of the steps in the smart plan? I don't know. It's kind of like going into a store with a blank check and handing them the blank check and then wondering why the check bounced when they wrote it for more than what you actually purchased. If you don't know what it is that you're signing them up for, don't sign them up. Make sure you review. It used to be easier because we'd have these 8, and of course these 2 here, which are home anniversary and promote my app. With Mega Camp, they came, and some of the top agents in Keller Williams, some of the trainers and things of that nature, they created a whole group of smart plans. Marty Miller being a major contributor. There are 50 that are considered top rated. So you look and you'd have to view the steps again. And you'd want to be familiar with the steps. So you want to make sure you sort of know what.
And then on that, when you clicked over that text message where it gave you like 6 options, how do you know which one it's going to send you?
Yep, it does a round robin.
Okay, gotcha.
It's kind of like me saying, hello, Jen, how are you doing? Or, hi, Jen, how are things? Or, greetings, Jen, how is your.
Okay, gotcha.
It's saying the same thing over and over, just a different way of saying it, so that when you're sending it out, it's not always the same robotic message.
So you can't edit.
You can edit whatever you want. That's the best part. You can add this smart plan to your library. Let's just say, for example, I can add this to the, and I'm just going to put, and see that now this is a bundled smart plan. So in order to do this one smart plan, I have to also do this one.
Gotcha.
But that's kind of but when you go into, I'll do this fast. I think I have a smart plan in here. But when you add one, just for example, right here. So if we add, we'll just say class follow-up. I'm going to do the test because I know the test is mine and I don't want them yelling at me again. You see the pencil? It says edit where my mouse is. Can you see?
It's frozen.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to unfreeze it, so to speak. Can you see my mouse now? Red circle?
It's just over July 10th on my screen.
It's just saying what now? Okay.
It's over the date, created July 10th.
Huh. How about yours, Jessica? You're on mute.
It was in the lines below, but it's moving like at a slower pace.
Are either one of you on Wi-Fi?
I am. Now it's on edit.
Yeah, it's been sitting there for a while. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
But anytime you add a smart plan to the library, to your library, click it and edit it. So if you wanted it to say a specific, I know it's not connected, but if you wanted it to say a specific message, like a text message, or a specific email, if you wanted it to say a specific email, message, maybe thank you for signing up at my open house. I'll be getting to, whatever the case may be, you can create that at any time.
So you can download a pre-existing smart plan and then just edit it to your smart plan how you'd like it.
Right. You can take Bob's smart plan, put it in yours, and suddenly it's your smart plan. Go in and edit it, and it's now yours.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now that most of the ones that you're going to see in those libraries, just for an example, if we were to go down, a lot of these, if you want to say top, like this one here says 66-day challenge, Facebook lead follow-up. What happens was, where essentially something like that comes from is, I don't know if you're familiar with or heard the name Nick Baldwin. Nick Baldwin created a Facebook lead follow-up smart plan some time ago. And everybody's been going in and putting their little twist on the smart plan. So I could go in there, change it up, maybe add a step or, whatever the case may be, and then say, you know what? It's now my smart plan because I changed it up.
What about, because I would probably have clients that speak Spanish and English. Can you customize it based on a specific
That,
person?
the thing, you want to create if you're going to create the email, then you're probably going to need right now one version in Spanish where you type it out in Spanish and another in English, because right now when you create a contact, does it ask the language?
Mm-mm.
So they're assuming everything's in English,
Got it.
and that's almost the cruel way of saying it, but they're assuming everything right now is in English. But you could go in, you could take Marty Miller's and change it to Spanish, so that everything was in Spanish, and then actually share that out. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you can share it, so that anyone who was with, a Spanish-speaking customer would be able to get on this plan. So that's something you can do. You can actually take the existing ones that they've created here, translate, and make it work.
Okay.
And that, like I said, there's quite a few. And the biggest key, again, is not just the fact, oh, there's a smart plan, let me add someone. The biggest thing you need to do is make sure you know what the steps are. You need to know what each of these steps are for. What do they do?
And for the Twilio, that is a paid service, right? We would have
Right.
to get,
Well,
would have,
I recommend, unless you really want to spend time you don't need to spend. There you go. Here's one. Well, this is Portuguese, I guess. You see, this is Fisbo's in Portuguese. I use Twilio. I like Twilio simply for the fact that there are some contacts that no matter how many times you send them an email, they'll never respond, but they will respond to the text message. And the text, I purchased a local number, so it looks local, and they know it's my number as far as for my marketing standpoint. So they do, and eventually what's going to happen is you can use that number and you'll be able to receive phone calls from it.
oh, wow.
So it's like you're getting an additional phone number.
So would you use that as your real estate? Like,
I will use it as an additional number for the team.
okay.
So if my biggest question will be, and this is all up, and this is all in the future possibly, but if the phone number, if the Twilio number can be used to receive phone calls, do I have to forward it to one number, or could I make it, during the week it can go to me, and if not, it can go to whoever's covering, or share it with the team type thing. I know I have to look now. See if it's in. That's still in English. That's no good. I want to see. You would think that's Portuguese again.
Yeah, there's a ton of, I believe, Spanish down here.
Oh, really?
There's
Okay.
Espanol right there.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
So let's see if they. There you go. There's one right there in Spanish.
Nice.
So that's what I'm saying. You can create, or you can take whatever is already existing. If you don't see it, share it. And this is what this is basically for. It says top rated, and then what's new. But go through these. Take your time. Don't just start throwing people on a smart plan. Simply just throw them on a smart plan, because you want to make sure that you know what you're sending and why you're putting people on it. A lot of people just started adding everyone to the monthly neighborhood nurture. This is something that I didn't. This is not my particular one. I don't think so. Okay. Is it Brad's? Yeah. Before I added people to the monthly neighborhood nurture, I sent them a text message or an email explaining what it was, what they could do, what they, as far as setting up searches and adding neighborhoods, things like that. We can't just add people. We can't just send them the app and expect them to know what to do, because they're able to have access to the app and still have no idea what to do. So,
I saw one that it says something about getting emails because I already uploaded all my contacts,
right.
but I have like 1 or 2 emails. Everything is phone numbers.
That's where text messages comes in. An email's great. I don't mind if it's an email or a phone number, personally, because of the fact that I use BombBomb. So either one, I can send my video and know that it's going to be supported on their particular, no matter what type of phone,
Okay.
what type of laptop, because I use that because of the fact that I send everything through BombBomb because it's video. Nobody wants to read an email. They don't mind you reading it to them or you talking to them. And I find it a little more personable if I can speak to you, even if it's a one-way conversation, but at least it's almost like an introduction to you. They're like, you
So when
say, hey, I met you at an open house, and they're going, honey, didn't we go to 14 open houses that Saturday? Which one's this one? But they see your face, they will remember who you are. But if they get 13 emails that say, thank you for coming to our open house, and then they get my video thanking them for coming to the open house, and the video is at the house where they met me, it will jar their memory very quickly. Then they'll send me a message, please don't bother me again, something like that.
When you use BombBomb, how do you do it? Do you enter them like at the open house, or have them enter it at the open house and then it automatically drops the contacts into Command, or how does it?
Right now, since BombBomb's not integrated with Command,
It's not.
not yet. It's been requested.
Okay.
I have the contacts, all the contacts that I have in Command. I have a matching. If we'll say my tags are also in BombBomb. But if I get 10 new names for an open house, I take those 10 names, create a open house September 19th, 2020 list. They all get the same video. I can send all of them as one message, but each of them receive a unique message. In other words, it's not going to be like I'm sending a group text. I'm sending 10 individual.
So you're doing the BombBomb video, but then you're also maybe adding them to
I will add them to Command, yes.
Command. Okay, okay, gotcha. So there's no way to track your BombBomb interaction.
BombBomb you can track.
Well, in Command.
Yeah, right now there's there's supposed to be I'm desperately pleading and waiting for that integration, simply because of the fact that one thing that Command email lacks is tracking.
Yeah.
They don't tell you if it bounces, who bounced?
Yeah.
Did they open it? Did they click anything? You can look on the email, they'll say so many clicks, but they don't tell you who and what.
Yeah. Okay.
And giving me numbers and just throwing numbers out there, is there any proof? I need to know. If you want to track, it's like analytics. They can give you numbers all day long, but if they make no sense to you, are they useful? No. But anyway, this was one thing I wanted to make sure everyone was aware of, simply because with the 80/20, they want you to put your contacts on a smart plan. And
we have to put them on a smart plan, not just upload them?
Well, they're going to want, if you look, I believe in the 80/20, they want them to be on a campaign and a smart plan. Technically, a smart plan is a campaign, especially some of the ones that they're coming out with. Like I said, up to a little while ago, that's all we had was 10, unless you built them yourself. I think I built 10 by myself. Then they added these, the top rated. and then you have what's new. Eventually, agents will be able to select a smart plan that you build and go and basically kind of submit it to KWRI that you want to share it. Right now, all the smart plans are free. Your smart plan's good enough, there's a chance of monetizing it. It says, it kind of reminds me of YouTube. If your videos are good, maybe you can start making money. That's the smart plans. Like I said, remember what I said, the key is what? Knowing the steps. Do not simply add anyone to a smart plan simply to put them on a smart plan. Make sure you know the steps. I mean, this guy got 13 steps here. This is 3. One of them is probably repeat. One of them is do something, wait so on, and then repeat. Do something, wait, and send a message. What do you do after that? It's over.
I have a question, Chuck.
Go for it.
Hi, this is Selvim. I added some of the smart plans in my library.
Okay.
And through the weekend, I got reminders on my phone. Hey, you need to do this, or this is due, or you haven't like completed this or that. So that's a really nice reminder. However, excuse me, when
You're getting the task reminders.
Right, which was really nice. But I thought that I thought that once I put them in my library, that I would be able to then assign certain tasks for the system to do them automatically. So are these just
what task are you getting reminders for?
So to make it easy on me was, first of all, one was to send, I'm testing it. I'm not sure what to do. So one was to do phone calls, and the other one was
to do phone calls for you.
Right, and then the other one was to also encourage the clients or whoever I'm contacting to use my app or share my app.
Okay, then how were you planning to do that?
Right, so here I am. So, okay, usually what I do is I text it to my clients. I text the links.
Okay, well, let's start back over.
Uh-huh.
And everyone that was on beginning, what was the first thing I said we have to do with the smart plans?
Know the steps.
Know the steps. So you've added smart plans.
Okay.
Do you know there is a smart plan for sharing your app, your link?
Right.
So there is a although I don't like to promote my app simply because of the way that it's presented. But you could actually take this and change it. Like there's the last step where it says, did you know that you can see all, all the stats? You can even change that. The only thing I wouldn't change would be the app link.
Okay.
But you can take and make your own promote Selbum's app, and you can change the email, and you can change this text message. The reason I don't like this is, like for example, on this particular one, it says, hey, this is Chuck Morris with Deborah Morris Home Team. Did you see that a neighbor listed a home in your area? What if a neighbor hasn't listed a home in the area? I want it to be something that's going to be accurate no matter when it's sent.
I see. So now, basically these smart plans are giving us instructions what to do, correct? It's kind of like a flow chart.
This is the template.
Okay.
I mean, you can create whatever you want. And that's what I'm saying. You can create whatever you want. You can come right here. Do you see the button where it says create?
Right.
You create, and we're just going to call it, because I already have a test. I don't want to call it the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Right.
So let's just say, and we're all going to, I know the Twilio's not connected. If you do not have a Twilio account, I'm in a demo account. That's why it's saying that. Well, let's say you don't have a Twilio account, yet you want to do the smart plan that has a text message. You will receive a task reminder telling you you need to send a text message and who it's to.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, that we want to create one right now. So let's say this is an open house. Thank you. You came to our open house.
Okay.
Have an open house follow-up. So
Okay.
let's just say the first thing we're going to do is, let's assume we get a phone number and we get an email address and of course the name and everything. So maybe the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send an email, and it's going to already have the reply to, which is the email address on the account. Thank you for coming. Whoops. Thank you for learning to spell.
Mhm.
Thank you for coming to my open house. And then you can come over here and say, and then whatever the case, this right here, you see where, can everyone see where it says merge fields?
Mhm.
If you click that, I'm gonna be adding a contact to the smart plan. I'm gonna have the contact's first name, right? So right now, when I put contact's first name, whatever contact I add to the smart plan, when this email's sent, it will say, I'll put maybe hello, and it'll say hello, Bob, whatever the contact's name is. And I can put last name if I'd like. And I go in here and I create all the email that I want to. Thank you for coming to the open house. Now let's say that, you know what, I want to wait till maybe the next day, and I want to send them a text message after that. And of course, you see where, please set up your account to automate. If you don't set up your account to automate, you're going to get a task reminder saying you need to send a text to whatever the contact's name is. And you come in here and you can create whatever message you want to send to them,
Mhm.
text message wise. Then maybe you want to wait, which is set a delay. Maybe wait 2 days. Just give them an extra, few extra days to think. Make a call. Then, whatever the call you want to say, on the call over here. Because once you do this, you don't have to do it again. The smart plan is going to always have that on there. And then you can say, call, check on post open house follow up. Whatever it is, whatever your purpose is, you can make this. And you can go in here and you can go after that. You've made a call, and your next plan, or the next thing you're going to do is you're now going to add them to a smart plan. It's going to say what smart plan do you want to add them to. I'm just going to put this one for now because that's the only thing that's in the library. So according to this, I'm going to send my open house follow-up. I'm going to send them an email. The next day, I'm going to send them a text message. I'm going to wait 2 days. I'm going to make a phone call. And then at the same day, because if you notice how it says day four, so the same day I make a phone call, I'm also adding them to a smart plan.
Mm. I
So
see.
you can create whatever it is you want. By the same token, you can make the text message say anything you want it to say. You have these fields right here that you can use, including your KW app link, but you have the ability to create these messages on your own. You don't have to use what they supplied. What they supplied is a convenience.
Right. So so basically we don't need to manually add the clients' names, the
Right, but
contacts. It will
right,
automatically pull them from our lists.
if the smart plan calls for it, like this one, I'm
Right.
telling it to pull the contact's first name and put it in the email.
Okay.
The same holds true down here when I look at the task. That's what it's going to be, a task.
Mm-hmm.
Call, and it's going to put the contact's first name. Maybe here I'm also going to add, just to make sure, maybe, make sure it's the same contact first name, last name.
I see.
So this reminds me what contact I need to call.
I see.
But you have full control. This is what all those 50, the top 50 and the new ones, that's all other agents did, was they went and made this from scratch. And then they said, you know what, I'd like to share this.
Okay.
So you can create whatever smart plan you'd like, and you can either create a task. These are action steps you can add. Make a call, which is what we were doing earlier. Send an email. I mean, the funniest thing is, it can be a simple email or HTML. Then you go look for the library, And these are things that they added, the library, the templates, which is what we're going to get to in a few moments. Let's click that. If you click here, you can preview what it's going to look like. You're going to set this up somewhere else, but you look at that. You know, you got a nice little email about a home for sale. So those are little things that are, you know, that they made with the HTML as opposed to just plain text.
Very nice. Is there a way to include ourselves only once just to see what it looks like on their end before we send it out to everybody?
As far as an email or as far as
Any of these smart plans, you know, whether
add yourself to the smart plan.
if it's a text message or if it's an email.
Add yourself to the smart plan.
Okay.
You
By
can-
myself only though. I don't want it.
You can go in. Yep, I want to remove the delay.
Ah,
I go
okay.
here. I want to remove the delay. Have you ever created a flowchart?
Oh yes.
Okay. When you create a flowchart, the smart plan is nothing more than a fancy flowchart.
Uh-huh.
So you can almost, if you want to think of it, take a piece of paper and write down what you know what the end result is. So how am I going to get there? Then you can always come back, do like I just did, and delete the delays. Save this, and once you save it, put yourself on the smart plan. You will see the email, the text message, you'll get the task, and you'll be added to the smart plan all on the same day.
Oh wow. Nice. Okay.
That way you'll know what it is they're getting, what the task will look like, but you know they're going to be added to this. This is what the message says. This is the email. So you'll know what it, you know, if we'll say as far as what will they be receiving.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you for explaining it.
Yeah, that, like I said, this is the smart plans. Everyone gets, you're about to be like, yeah, well, see. Go into the library again. You can take, let's see, I'm going to do something real fast just to make them upset. Look at this. So I go to the smart plans here. See where it says my quarterly call plan. Take this, you copy it, which is funny because all the quarterly core plan is call every 90 days, or it's a call contact, wait 90 days, call contact. It just literally does that. Step 1, call contact. Step 2, wait 90 days. Step 3, repeat. Which to me is, you know, call them, wait 90 days, repeat. Call them, wait 90 days, repeat. Rinse, lather, repeat. Rinse, lather, repeat. It's, I mean, that's how simple, but I'm just saying, see how, that's a call plan. There's not a lot of steps to it.
No, it is
Call,
simple.
you delay, and repeat. That's how easy it is to make a smart plan. I don't want everyone being intimidated by the fact that it's called a smart plan, like you know, they're sitting at NASA creating these for us or something.
Right.
This is, you know, it's that easy to create, and then you can create your own. And that's the best part about it, is the fact you can create your own. So any questions on the smart plans per se? Like I said, the biggest thing was to let you know the addition of all these additional smart plans that were provided to us. We went from having just 10 to, I think it's 120 or 100, yeah, 110 now. And this will continually be growing as agents create their own. So you can go through.
And the ratings are just from other agents that are rating the apps. Is that, yeah,
Like
or rating the smart plan?
Like an agent review.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'd be pretty bad if the guy that created it, he's using it, someone else is using it, and this wasn't 5 stars.
Yeah, because there's almost 12,000 agents using it.
Well, this one's only 2.
Well, that, yeah.
But yeah, this one here or this one here.
The long-term nurture.
Well, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the ones like this one. Hasn't been rated. because it's new.
Gotcha.
I see.
But there, there's, I mean, once people start creating, once people start using, you start getting ratings.
Nice.
Like app text. Here you go. Send this. And this was a pretty good one. I like it. Whether you're being a nosy neighbor or seriously looking for a home. But you gotta like that.
That's so true.
That's funny.
And then the follow-up 3 days later, just want to make sure you didn't have any problems downloading my app.
That's nice. The follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, I like his sense of humor. Because you think about it, it says there, now logging in is important. That's where I can answer any questions you have. You can save searches and parameters for notifications. What do you think of it? Pretty cool, huh?
Nice.
If you have that type of sarcastic or that type of personality where you joke with your buyers or sellers, guilty, then I mean, ask my most recent seller. I said, I have no problem. I'll call the other agents and tell them not even to waste their time.
That's funny.
He signed a listener agreement right there. But like I said, I'm looking. I remember because you earlier we had the question with respect to the Spanish. I do see few. The fact that I'm not seeing as many, or even in Portuguese, I'm not seeing that many.
But we can create our own, correct? And
There you go. And then eventually, you'll be able to share them also.
so nice. Okay.
So that's the whole plan. Is that you know what? If Thelma comes up with the best smart plan since sliced bread, and she shares it, and everyone likes it, but that's the culture.
Nice.
We're in a win-win for all of us. We're all family. We want everyone to do well.
Very nice.
Good Lord, 29 steps. Is anyone else curious?
No,
Yes.
I'm not. Too long. That's crazy.
Not really, because this is an open house, 45 days. So it's only 15 touches. So there's a manual task, touch task. Send it. See this right? Can you see where it says? I know it's probably difficult.
Mhm.
With the black box, send a video text.
Uh-huh.
Hi, blah, 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 whatever. He's already got it scripted. You see what it says? A video text. You can send video without BombBomb, right?
Yeah.
You can record a video. The only thing I like about BombBomb, other than the fact that I can track it, I can use the same video multiple times or whatever the case may be, is the fact that not only can I track it, but I can see if they clicked anything. But I like this one. He's got it scripted. Just make sure you change the script so you're not giving them his phone number.
I noticed that.
Call me at 281. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not me. I'm looking at it. I was like, man, that's a lot of steps on here. Wow.
He's just very detailed and makes it easy to understand. Like there's
But
like,
it reminds me of the, what was it, the 8x8 or I call it the bombardment plan.
oh God.
Well, no, it's because you're contacting them so much. Either
Right.
they either drop dead or you have a customer for life.
Right. Either one or the other.
And let's see, it's 45 days. How many touches was it? 15. That's not bad. I touch every 3 days. I met you at an open house. I want to remain on top of mine. One touch every 3 days for 45 days. I don't have a problem with that.
I have a question regards to Lyra, because I know this is required for the 80/20. And so how does she track? I mean, are we supposed to report to her what we've been doing with the smart plans, or what is the protocol with that?
I believe she can see it.
Oh, okay. We don't have to worry about sending her anything.
The only thing, let's see, I'm trying to think. There's reports that tell leadership how many contacts, how many emails. In other words, there's certain things that they can track.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. There's one of them they basically just have to see it. It may be in the smart plans, but you can simply show them.
Okay.
Then they'll know. They'll be able. No, it's campaigns.
Oh, the campaigns.
Campaigns.
Yeah.
Those are the
Okay.
one things that they can't see
Okay.
if there's an active campaign.
Nice. Okay.
Next, since we kind of went through it just a second ago, are your emails. Just for everyone to know, the reason I did this out of habit because I've been doing it since labs. I'm going to go to email and then I click the plus. The reason I do that is because email is already highlighted. So if I click over here, I'm going to say social. If I click social, click the plus, the social is not highlighted. Just something I learned out when I've been doing labs. Now, they gave us a whole bunch of nice new emails, templates. It used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it used to be those 5, and that was it. That's all you got. So my recommendation, take your time. And I'm doing this with my wife, believe it or not. I've literally have to, let's go in. Let's just say approachable, featured homes, and click next. Has anyone built a landing page yet by chance? Yay, nay? This reminds me of building a landing page where you drag things over and then configure the widgets. You click on the picture, you click on the little pencil, and you go through and do all the little changes there. Same thing with the address. This is like multiple, they did multiple listings that you wanted to feature. Like that, the view more listings. What you're going to want to do when you do the view more listings is you're going to want to create a landing page to have, if I'm saying like a map search in your website. Those are, I'll go back here for a second. Done, there we go. Button. It's still not doing it. There we go. You see where it says link? Then you can click landing page, and it's going to ask you for the landing page. This is not going to find any because this particular account doesn't have any. However, let's say that we did have a landing page for, I'm just going to pick a city. We'll just say Belle Isle. So we went into our website, we searched for Belle Isle, Florida, and then we got the URL, and we could just use that for web address and put whatever, you know, the particular URL is, so that when they click to view more listings, they would only see Belle Isle. This, I think, this is something we've been asking for. It's a partial, hey, yeah. That discard changes, give me a second. All these little HTML type templates that they're giving us are things we've been asking for since last year, for lack of a better term. Which do you think is more aesthetically pleasing? Seeing photographs and possible videos, or simply seeing words? If you think about it, the emails that you delete right away are the ones that look like War and Peace, because it's all words. If you see something with the video and or pictures, you're a little more likely. The Facebook post that you stop at is the one with the picture of the video of the kitten playing, you know, with its paws or something, whatever that. Okay. But if it's just someone describing it in words, you're going right past it. Here's the beauty: you can create your own. Call it whatever you want to call it. Yes, that's my favorite name for everything. I create mine. I'll take my legal header and I'll put that there. Does anyone else notice how they can't spell center? Setner.
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 That's done on purpose to see if we're paying attention.
Oh, I pointed it out and I still didn't fix it. Then you drag over and get you an image, and I'm just going to say, oh, it's a placeholder for now. Now maybe I want some text, and then maybe I want to add, I don't know, listing block. Yeah, that's good enough. I like this one. There you go. Good. All right, done. Didn't I do it? Oh, it's not my listing. Now I want to find this house. But you go up here, you can put like a little image logo of your face or whatever. You can put your team logo, things of that nature. I generally will either do the listing block or take a couple of the pictures and put them up there. Right now, this is the one thing I'm waiting for. I have one picture here. Can I put another picture here? No, it's either on top of or above or below. That doesn't really do any good if I want them side by side. Bless you. But I always make sure I have my legal header up top, the legal footer down here. If you see everything down here, at least they spelled center here correct. They did correct it there. All this information, when you do the templates, it's always going to look like that. When it is sent, it will look good. This is not populating because I'm in the demo account. Of course, it's not pulling any information from my marketing profile. But you can create your messages. Use a little pencil to edit. You do the editing over here. I'm going to move my little window. I don't mind. And I'm going to put and then maybe I want to make sure it's going to be centered. And now it's centered. Come see this home. So you can, when you're in here and you click the pencil, you can change the font. You can change the size. If you need to add a link, come on, go to me. I'm supposed to add a link. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I generally won't add the link because we've got the block down here, so we really don't need it. However, I want you to know that if you don't like the options that they've given you in your, if you don't like the options that they give you here with all this here, create your own. Think of it this way. This is a smart plan that you can go now and make your own. So maybe you want to get an idea like classic for sale. So maybe you want to, maybe you want your email to look like the classic for sale sign or for sale email. And you can put a couple pictures here. Make sure you put whatever information you want to put. Contact me for more. Everything here will populate according to your marketing profile. But these were the big releases for MegaCamp right now. There's several others we're waiting on. Oh, I cannot begin to tell you how much I'm waiting on those releases, such as the team functionality. That's the biggest one I'm waiting on right now. And I forgot, we're in bold, and the ability to create these emails with HTML, with photos and things of that nature are great, because remember what I said earlier, the reason that I like to use BombBomb is why people don't want to read, they want to be entertained. If you think about it, like I go back to the Facebook post, you'd rather not read that long post. Now, this is a meaningful post. If it's longer than the size of my screen, it's gone. I don't care how meaningful it was. But if I see someone talking or pictures, you're a little more apt to have get your attention. Jen has that look of confusion here. So, any questions from anyone right now? Any answers?
No.
Oh wait, I have a question. Is BombBomb the same as Twilio, or what is the difference?
It's a completely different service. So BombBomb integrates the You know when someone sends you an email where you can play the video inside the email? It's BombBomb. Most emails, when you send a video, you have to click something and then it opens a browser. BombBomb allows, and the thing about BombBomb is the fact that they guarantee no matter what phone they're using or what computer they're using, the video will work. It's an additional service. If you're new to the business, don't add to your bills. It's like $600 something a year. I love it. But you can create your own frames. I mean, it's, you know, I like the fact that, just to give you an example, I'm sure everybody knows if a buyer asks you, do you have any lenders? How many lenders are you sharing with them? 2, 3? At least 3, we'll say. Okay, so now and you can unmute yourself. I want to hear your answers. We're not going to be doing sign language here. Let's say you're gonna share 3 different lenders with the buyer. You know what? I got lender 1, lender 2, lender 3. Okay, so how are you sharing those lenders with them?
I'm making just like a personal text introduction between the buyer and the lender.
How?
Text.
Do they know which one they want to talk to?
Pardon me?
Do they know which one they want to talk to?
Yeah, they've told me like, hey, Jen, I want to talk to XYZ and XYZ. Can you make an intro? So I've just been like, sure. And I just text.
Like I'm saying, that they don't know any idea who the lenders are.
Oh, I see. So I gotcha.
I mean,
I'm just telling them verbally.
I mean, it depends on the client. Sometimes I'll do like a conference call between them and all 3 of us, it just depends on the situation as well. Some clients are more needy than others,
Right. Oh, yes.
Try to hold their hands.
Oh, yes. What? Needy buyers? What? I'm the buyer's agent. What? Needy buyers? Good God. Just to give you an idea. Where's it at? I don't know. There it is. I'll go with this one for now. You want to know? You want lenders? I let the lenders talk to you.
Ooh, that's cool. Is that through BombBomb or are you just?
That's BombBomb.
I love it.
I send you an email with multiple lenders. You let the lenders, most of them are, I don't know what happened to her video. However, most of them are talking, we'll say a minute and a half. So they have a minute and a half to speak to you directly. Most buyers are going to know who they want to go with after hearing the person for about 90 seconds.
So how did you just said, hey, like create like a little video?
I went to lenders and said, I mean, if you want to be on my preferred vendors list, we need to do a quick little video. Just did it on the phone too.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome.
Can you do it? Can we do a quick video? Because of the fact, and it comes framed. Here's our preferred lenders. But they go.
I love that. That's awesome.
They receive this, and they listen to the lender speak to them, and they make a decision off of hearing them, the lenders themselves, who it is they want to work with. I intentionally did 6 because we're a husband and wife team, so 3 for her and 3 for me. But you're not saying I only gave you 1 or 2. I gave you plenty of choices. But I find that if you say, do you have any lenders? There you go. The same holds true with title. The same holds true with, do you have, there's certain things you're only going to have 1 or 2 of. And that's when you're going, oh, here's, let me text you their phone number or something like, maybe an electrician or things of that nature. But with lenders, something that's as important as that, especially for me as a buyer's agent, here you go. This way, I'm not involved in the decision making at all. I'm giving them plenty of names. They can listen to them. They have their name. They know who they're with. They have their email address, and they have their phone number. I'm out of it. In other words, they can't blame me if something goes wrong with the lender that they don't like. But I like it that way. And then you earlier when we were talking, you were asking with respect to over here. Like here's one I sent. I know it was open. I know when it was sent, who it was sent to, and the fact that it was open. I can track all my emails. I can track every email I've ever sent with BombBomb.
Do they have an ETA for integration or no?
I know they're working on it. Because BombBomb is so, if you want to say complex, making sure it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
I would rather, be honest with you, I would rather them take their time.
Yeah.
Make the features that we have now work before adding more. To be perfectly honest with you.
So do you send all of your emails through BombBomb and then just have other people on different kind of smart plans, or?
Generally, what I will do, it depends on the email. Like with the smart plans, when I'm in my actual command, this is like I said, this is the demo. When I send stuff through smart plans, through command email. I send stuff out that way just like everyone else.
Okay.
But there's specific things I want to make sure are covered. Like for example, my wife and I do a lot of community events. I want to make sure when they do a community event, you're not getting an email, you're getting a video.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, because, let's see if I can embarrass her. She's not listening. Is she? Embarrassing. Like, here you go, Mother's Day 2020. Here's a video. My wife and daughters for Mother's Day. A mother with her daughters on Mother's Day, and that bird that I hate with a passion. But the fact of the matter is, she's wishing the database. But we're sending it to our database, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. The fact that we'll use it with the bird there, people remember that video. We've done this. We've done the same thing with COVID, about how we were still open with COVID. We've done when I invited people with tech, and I did it with the Matrix in the background. Christmas. Good Lord, you name it. Because it makes people respond to video.
Yeah.
People don't want to read. But I'm not here to push BombBomb. I'm just being that we have brought it up. I'm using command email quite a bit. But when I really want to make sure my message is getting across, it's going to BombBomb. Any other questions? I tell you, it was going to be kind of an easy class today, so.
Thank you.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Hi, Thelma. She's not going to talk to me. I think I've made her upset. She doesn't like me anymore. See? Look at her. I feel hurt. But again, in the chat, and I'll redo the chat because I know some people have joined us since then. That's the playlist where the different training videos are. Hopefully very soon we'll have, is anyone else here on a team other than myself? Okay. So the next kind of training when I do with respect to Mega Camp, a lot of it's going to do with teams. So I know I'll be reaching out to some of the teams throughout the market centers. Guess how I'm going to do that?
BombBomb.
Because of the fact that it announces to them what's going on. But any questions on the smart plans? Let me ask you this. Since I showed you that we went through the smart plans, do you think now you feel less intimidated when you see there's really nothing to them at all?
Yeah, I didn't know how to edit, so that's why I was a little. I need to add more people to my command, but then I also didn't know how to edit. So now I know how to edit, and I'm all good.
And that's the whole thing. Believe it or not, everything is kind of a trial and error. We're all in the same boat. I'm in the same boat as you guys. Sometimes the links work, sometimes they don't. And then everybody, did you know this wasn't working? Yeah. I could have told you when it broke down. because I got 50 calls right away letting me know it wasn't working. But yes, trial and error, trial and error. Smart plans is the one place I tell people don't really do the trial and error, simply because you need to know what it is you're adding the people to. Don't put them on a smart plan simply to say, I put them on a smart plan. If you want to put them on one that's safe, put them on the quarterly call plan. It tells you to call them every 3 months. If you get surprised by that, you may want to go in another business.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want anyone to leave, but I'm just saying that smart plan, there are no surprises. Make a call, wait 90 days, do it again. Rinse, lather, repeat.
Perfect.
And you're going to find a lot of those smart plans are doing the exact same thing. Maybe a few extra steps, then they repeat. That's all they're doing. But you can customize the text message. You can customize the email. You have full control over all of that. And that's the beauty of Command. Is it perfect yet? No, however, they're making it better for us. But what other system says you can build the system yourself? If you go somewhere else, do you think they're allowing you to build your emails or build your, the campaigns were built for you. You were told what to do. You're building a smart plan saying, you know what, Jen's doing this, and then Jen's doing that, and then this is how Jessica's doing it, this is how Lane's doing it, this is how Selby's doing it, this is how, you do it however you want. This is Chuck's campaign, not theirs. I can use a Keller Williams campaign, or I can use one that I want, or I can steal one of yours. And that's the beauty, is the fact that you have control. Are you not business women? Aren't we all business women here? Come on.
Oh my God.
But we're all business people. So we should be able to, we need to have a certain amount of control. And that's what Keller Williams has given to us. Unlike other companies that are making their people do it this way or that way, it's either their way or the highway. Keller Williams say it's either your way or your way. It's a win-win for everybody. Y4 CTTs, what's the first one? Win-win, or no deal. They're making this platform for us, so it's a win-win for all agents. Is it perfect? Not at this moment. It's a lot better than it was a year or 2 years ago. It's only going to get better. This is as bad now as it's ever going to be. I say that, and everything collapses. But any other questions from anyone?
No, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And like I said, let me ask you as soon as I stop the recording. I'm going to stop it now.